To stop or to say, I don't like to go on, I don't want to speak about this or that. So
It will be a story, it's not
totally
real. It will be a story.
You are inventing a story.
We can invent stories.
Watch it. It will be difficult when I am looking phenomenologically at you.
Very well the story.
You know very well. It's the story of your life, or is it the story of your friend's life? Somebody else.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Yeah. Okay. I don't know yet. I have no idea what will be the story and what will come out and how we will proceed. Do you allow me to interrupt from time to time, maybe to give some explanation so that the others can follow easier, more easily, and afterwards we may have maybe some reflections and discussions. Is it okay that it is interested?
No problem.
No problem. And recorded. I think we are now. So this is under this seal of confidentiality. What we are doing now here. But we must say that we don't know what is going to happen. So, and you feel totally free. I hope so. And thank you for coming up. My colleague, that's okay. Okay. May you want to introduce yourself a bit or say something just that those who don't know you or possibly nobody knows Nick. So you tell a bit about your other personality.
Yeah. First of all, thank you because I have a proclamation already. Yeah? I heard that you are very expensive but very clever. So.
I'm so expensive that so few people can afford me that I have almost no patience.
So, I'm grateful for this. So my name is Nick. I'm an engineer. I'm a manager of an American company working here in Romania. And I heard about...
But you are Romanian, and not American.
Romanian.
In your story.
Yes. And I heard about your specialty. And I think it's worse and worse with my problem. I have some somatic symptoms, and nowadays it's really destroyed for me. I cannot live with this anymore. I have to be honest, I was in therapy for 1.5 years. First of all,
But not in existential
analysis. No. I couldn't sit alone. I couldn't walk alone out of the house. I was really shy. I have 400 workers beyond me, and I cannot go to the office to pay hello to everyone. No, I'm sneaking around to go in my office, and at every minimal emotion, my stomach it's go round, and I have to go to the bathroom in 2 seconds. After that, I felt a pain in the chest, at least 3 times a week. After that, a pressure somewhere in my genitals. And after I drove 1 million kilometers, a few weeks ago, I found out that I cannot drive anymore because of strange thoughts that in every hole on the road could be something and I can harm that thing. And the worst thing is that over there would be a child. And that I drive, I go through that home, and I can harm that child. And since 6 weeks, I don't drive anymore, but even I'm sitting to the right place in the car, I feel responsible. And my driver has to make like this on the road, my 20 kilometers road to the office, taking 2 hours. Because I have to go down to see what is in that home, if it's something or not. After that, go again. And it's awful. I have to be sure that I didn't do anything in that day to sleep in the night. And I need your help.
So, just to repeat, to help me to see clearer, you say you have 400 people underneath, and you are a manager, you are successful in your work. And now you are so afraid that you cannot show up to your people. You cannot go into your office and fulfill your work.
No, it's a bit difficult nowadays. I'm already late every day.
Yeah, because of your driving. But in the office itself, when you are working,
In my office,
function well.
it's okay.
It's
In
okay.
my office, it's okay.
Yeah.
In my house, it's okay.
In your house, it's okay.
Outside, it's
And you said that you are afraid to go to the office? Or to show up in front of the people?
I'm feeling very shy. I cannot say hello to my workers. I have a hat every morning, a nice suit, but a hat, and then I'm sneaking around to go in the office because somebody has to ask me, hello, how are you, good morning, or something like that. I don't know what to say. I'm blushing.
You're flushing.
Yeah.
And since, was this always so?
I think that was my whole life. But nowadays, I cannot live anymore. I was really shy in my school. I was really shy in my university. I was shy when I asked my wife to go with me first time. I was really, really shy. And my very problem was from the childhood, if I remember okay, that I could not go by bus because in my mind was if something wrong with my stomach, what should I do? I cannot say to the driver, stop, for me. So I prefer to walk.
So this is a lifelong story then?
I'm afraid so, yes.
And which came worse in the last
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah, 6 weeks ago, I hit a dog on the road in the night. So all that night I couldn't sleep, thinking that it was a dog or not. I went back, I took pictures, I filmed on the road. Everybody says that it's a dog, for sure. But, yeah. It was something, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did you see the dog?
Yes.
Or was it a hallucination?
No. I saw the
This
dog.
was real.
I saw the dog. I saw the dog. Next day was flashed on the road.
And you have the picture.
Yes.
So, is it sure that you know that this was a dog, but you can't believe it?
Yes. Something like that. Yes. Deep inside, I'm not sure what it was.
Deep inside, you're not sure. But cognitively, it's clear.
It's clear it was a dog.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures.
Cognitively, you have no doubt.
No.
Because if it would have been a human being, you would have said no.
No. come to the police. I wrote a letter. Please tell me if in this period where there are accidents, they answer me with this stamp. No accidents in that period. For 10 minutes, I was okay. After 10 minutes, another doubt. If nobody saw the blood, the corpse. I'm not sure what was there. So since then, I have to be sure if I passed with the car, not at the wheel, if it's not something on the road, in the home, in my front.
Does it happen that you, as you did it that night, that you go back to the court to check if this is true, or now when you drive home, your driver is suddenly home, that you ask him, could you please drive back again and make this move, just to check that nothing happened?
Yes, all the time.
All the time. Have you ever been checked by a psychiatrist?
No.
May I stop here a little bit, just to make clear the diagnosis and to discuss it with you? Do you recognize what is the disturbance, the suffering, the psychopathology that Nick presents us? He presents physical symptoms. It's the belly, it's the pain in the chest, pressure in the genitals. He presents shyness, psychological issues, insecurity. He flushes in front of other people when he is named or called. You don't know yet why. But there is a tendency to hide himself, which is expressed in his shyness. There is an insecurity, as it looks like, it's not confirmed, an insecurity of himself. When people come to me, ask me, I'm flushing because something could happen to me, and so I try to sneak around, to escape, to evade, but the life, this part of life is dominated by evasion, escape in childhood. And there was fear that something could happen in the bus. But with your shyness, you couldn't go to the driver and ask him to stop the bus. So you prefer to walk, which was, of course, much more effortless. There is a big deal of anxiety in his life, talking now modern. And it became more acute lately, 6 weeks ago, when you hit a dog, killed a dog. And you have seen some creature is dead. And I killed that creature. And although I know that it was a dog, he became aware it could be a child, it could be a human being. And this insecurity could be calmed, even by going back, even by talking to the police. With all the intellectual knowledge, he cannot calm the anxiety. And he implies controls, over-controls, and becomes compulsive. So we have some kind of anxiety disorder with compulsive reactions. Maybe it is a compulsion, since it lasts since the childhood. It is something out of the range of anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, which obsess you and which mobilizes physical symptoms in the body. This is how I think. But from here I continue, and I want to clarify and know a bit more. I'm coming back to you. What would you say is the most difficult for you at the moment? What are you suffering most? Is it that insecurity on the road which makes you late coming to work, coming back home? Or is it that shyness? Or is it a physical symptom? Is it a physical symptom? Or is it anxiety in general? Or that you can't sleep?
If everything is checked, if I check all the holes on the road, if I'm sure that I didn't hit or I didn't touch anything, I can sleep. No problem.
So, if life would go that way, you wouldn't come to me. You have a normal life.
Yes, but I'm also conscious that I have to drive someday. It's impossible. I drove 1 million kilometers since last year, so. And I have to do it.
Since last year, you
Yes,
drove
yes. At least 1 million kilometers.
1 million
At
kilometers
least.
in 1 year.
No, in 1 year.
In your life. And 7 years. Okay. It's also important to know if he's exaggerating.
No, I'm not trying to.
Because that would be a hysterical component.
In 10 years.
In 10 years. Okay, this is
That's
very
all.
much so possible. Sure. So, what is the biggest problem for you? What are you suffering with? What would you like to have a way to be resolved as first? Because it bothers you most.
To be like 6 weeks ago, to drive without that feeling that I could hit something.
So maybe we should start to work on this impairment of your symptoms, because the rest is lasting since your childhood. It's a long story.
It's possible.
Yeah. For the rest, I have the assumption that it has something to do with your personality, that it is deeply rooted in your personality structure. This needs more time, and this certainly needs a lot of biographical work.
I forgot to tell you, I checked all my body, all over, all the doctors, every analysis, 2 CT, 2 RVD, all the vaccines. I have a big box with all my vaccines, everything is okay.
Yeah.
By now.
But before we enter the work on this point, just to have a panorama as a background, do you have any idea why this happened to you, why you are so ill? Maybe no explanation.
No explanation.
Your parents, did they tell you something why you possibly feel that way, why you were so anxious and shy?
No. I know that I have a cousin, which is a bit strange. He cannot go to the school after high school. He's sitting at home, and it's very big and speaking strange.
And how would you describe your childhood, school years, adolescence? Were there any...
There is something in my childhood. I was a national champion to swimming till 12 years, and in one day my mother had a pot with hot water and accidentally fell down on my left foot. I had a lot of operation. I was in the hospital for 1.5 years. And now that my left leg is, I cannot wear short pants.
The skin is burned.
Yes.
Yeah,
It looks
bad.
bad.
Yeah. And then you start swimming.
Yeah.
Okay. This was a big loss, and you were such a good swimmer, and you had to stop.
Maybe that nowadays.
But you have been anxious before, as you told me.
Yes.
In primary school. As long as you can remember, you have been anxious.
Yes. Worried. Let's say, not anxious. Worried. Everything to be quite okay. My mother and my father to be pleased. They have a habit to compare me with neighbor's boy. How he, it was a test. What's your mark? I said 9. Oh, you're able to 10. And that is, you should try more next time.
Your parents have said you love your parents? Did you say that? Understanding?
Taking care.
Taking care?
Nursing parents, not love.
Not love. Just functional. Yeah.
Functional, yeah.
Well, now let us, on this background, which gives me, by the way, the idea, or gives us the idea that emotionality, relationship, so on, coziness at home was not very strong, was not really there. So some basis may be missing. But we now focus, in this little time we had, we focused on the impairment, which ultimately.
Agree.
Okay. 6 weeks ago happened this accident with the dog. Can you tell me how it happened? Just tell me the ongoing.
Yes, I was driving at night to home, 60-80 kilometers, no cluster. I saw something crossing the road, and after that I felt the wheel took something. Hit something, yes. I had a noise. I was driving. Yes. And when I was home, I asked, what was that?
You drove aside? Did you step out of the car?
No.
Check for
No. After 2 hours, I was back.
You went back, but let me know, let me see exactly. You heard?
Yes.
A
My wife was in.
Your wife was aside?
Yes. I asked, what was that?
Yeah.
A dog?
Who said it?
My
Your
wife.
wife?
Yes. It was a dog?
But you heard noise.
Yes.
Also, like
Awesome. She's
both.
Yes.
Did you feel a shock in the car?
A bit, yes.
A bit of shock. Then you stopped?
No.
No?
I was asking what was that?
Yeah.
A dog?
She said a dog.
Yeah.
So you didn't even stop?
No.
Just to check the car,
No.
check the dog.
No, I asked twice.
Or to
It was a
take the
dog.
dog aside.
It was a dog. I asked twice. Yes. Yes, it was a dog.
Why did you stop?
I believed her. I saw the dog before.
You have seen.
Yes, I've seen. Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
No
It's
doubt.
right. No doubt. Nowadays,
You didn't stop when
No.
you saw the dog?
no, after 2 hours, I
No,
went back.
before you hit the dog, you didn't slow down, you didn't brake?
Yes, I
You
tried.
tried
I
to-
tried.
You tried.
To escape, yes. It wasn't possible.
Did you break down?
Yes, yes,
His
yes.
process to
Yeah.
break?
Yeah. I
And
tried.
you try to explain
Yeah.
to people. And what do you think about not stopping and stepping out and taking the daughter somewhere?
Maybe it was a stupid thing.
Yeah, in a way, because something hits the car, you never know.
Yeah.
The cadaver is on the road, and something may have happened to the car or so. It is a situation which we should check.
Yeah.
And this we didn't. But considering it now, you would say this was maybe a stupid action, just to continue.
Yeah.
And then you asked twice. So your wife ensured
Yes.
your search is okay. So then nothing really bad happened. I can continue driving. And then how did it go on within you? You drove home? Did you speak with your wife about
Yeah.
this accident?
Yeah. And I tried to sleep. And
No, in the car. Did you speak about it?
yes, yeah. It was big, it was black, something like that. But in a short time, we were at home.
Did she say something like, don't you want to stop?
No, 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 no.
She agreed or silently agreed?
Silently.
Silently agreed. Didn't oppose you. And you talked about describing the dog, what you hit,
No,
something
not
like
really, not there. But after 2 hours of clear,
between, immediately after you hit, and you had asked twice your wife about what was it, the dog, again the dog, then had you been silent, had you been talking?
silent.
Until you arrived home. Did you feel something? Was your heart beating?
Yes, a bit anxious, a bit
Anxious.
afraid, let's say.
Afraid.
I took my camera and my wife and went back to the...
2 hours later.
Yes, 2 hours.
I'm still in my thoughts, I'm still on the way, after you hit the dog, on the way home.
I tried to eat something, but without any juices.
Yeah. Your wife told you twice, I interrupt just to explain, it may look a bit meticulous that I'm insisting on this exact description of what was going on. But in general, patients don't look very closely to what happened to them. And in anxiety especially, they try to evade the fear, the dangers, the unlike situation, the situation they don't like. And this is like training the patient to look more consistently and closely to what happened. This is already therapy, although it looks like just talking about ongoing diagnosis or facts, but it is, and you see how he switches away already 2 hours later, but in between. Why, I don't know, I don't understand until now, why after 2 hours he took the camera and his wife in this order and went back to the accident, to the place of accident. Something happened, and a lot of things are there which may provide us good material for the treatment. So we must have a very good, close, routine understanding, and at the same time it train you to look exactly. And We already know that he didn't stop after the car hit the dog, which is, in a way, not so correct. If he had stopped and had taken away the cadaver of the dog, he would have had another connection with that. So this is what I have in mind when I see that. But he didn't connect himself with reality. He passed over reality in an unreflective way. Now, looking from this distance back to what happened, he says this was possibly a bit stupid. This was not so good. Of course it was not good. Connection with reality lacked. And we know in the first fundamental motivation, which is the background to this, the connection with reality gives the basis, gives the ground on which we can base ourselves in experience, support, safety, strength, that we can rely on, etc., etc. All this is not so clear in him. This is why I'm looking so closely to him. We continue with this training of perception, of recognition, and withholding the disagreeable, the source of the fear. So, as a patient, I wouldn't tell you that. Now you are totally informed. We continue now. So, yeah, you reached the dog, you were secure that it was a dog, your wife had seen it, twice she told you, you continued the road, the way back home. At that time, immediately after the shock, the rumor of your heart was beating a bit faster. Do you remember if there were other symptoms? Heart beating, then sweating?
Yes, sweating
and your feeling of stomach?
Yes.
As the feeling which you know since your child?
Yeah, something like that. That's something wrong with my stomach. Instantly.
Something wrong with your stomach. Your body told you something is wrong.
I said so. Yes.
Yeah. Had you been able to concentrate on the road? You are a very experienced driver, you don't need very much concentration. But have you been more absorbed in yourself, in your thoughts? Or
before eating?
After eating?
After.
In the rest of the way?
I was really concentrate to find out the place, the right place. I asked.
No. You hit,
yes.
you continue,
yeah.
You are not yet at home.
Okay.
In that period of time, 1 minute after it happened, was it easy to you to concentrate, to continue?
Not really easy, but my fear was rising.
Your fear? You felt the fear?
Yes, fear.
What fear did you feel?
Fear that if it wasn't really a dog. After a few kilometers, if it's not really dog.
So immediately after the event, you felt heart beating, stomach, transpiration, and then you continued, and you felt fear. Immediately after the event, there was no fear, because you were calmed down by your
I
mind.
asked if it's a dog, no problem.
You calmed. There was no fear, the first kilometer.
Yeah.
But after 10 kilometers, you became insecure. The thing you know throughout your life. But here, it was triggered by an event.
Yeah.
The whole story was triggered. And what exactly did you think? What was starting to ruminate in you? What was the first idea? And how did you start to ruminate?
The first idea was a human being.
So, did it come in the way of, was that maybe this was a human being we are wrong? Or did it come as, this could also have been a human being in principle?
No, not in principle. It was like this. If it wasn't a dog, if it was a human being. And after that, my mind was driving crazy. If it was a drunk man, if it was an old man, if it was a child, and I said, let's take the camera and go to see what it was.
Now we are at the center, we have the focus of the anxiety. Did you hear what he said? I was confronting Nick with this invitation to look very closely, very exactly on how the fear started. And he remembers very well. He had no sign of, oh, I don't remember well, or maybe this or that. No, I know. My first thought was, if this were a human being, if it was not, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it was a dog with a human being, or so. The perception was okay, but the perception was overruled by a possibility. Anxiety means concentration on possibilities. And we lose the connection with the being, the reality, and look at the possibilities. The human being turns into a possibility being in anxiety. This is focusing on what can happen. Of course, it can be a human being. This is a possibility. But your phrase was even more concrete. There was an if. So we are now in the center of this trigger of the anxiety. And from this I'm going on to focus now. Working. And of course it can be, you are experienced in it. An old man, a drunk in the night when it's dark. And this turned you crazy. And you tried to resolve it very naturally by checking the reality.
Yeah.
Thinking that if I go back and it is not a human being, then I can calm down.
I thought so, yeah.
But this happened on the basis of a lifelong experience of insecurity. And this triggered your whole lifelong story of insecurity.
And impressive, yes.
I'm sure. I'm not even afraid. This was the case. So it was like a wave. The wave of your life anxiety came over you, and since then it never stopped. So we must find an answer to your thought. And now we start anxiety communication. If this were a human being, What would happen? Why would that be a problem? What difficulty for you?
I turn off the story to the whole faces. And I have one problem now, not legally problem. I go to police, I send a letter, they send me back, no accident. So legally, I don't have any problem. But morally, I cannot be safe. Because I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't stop.
I understand. Yeah. You didn't stop, etc. And you did whatever one can do rationally. You are now confronted with some irrational.
Yes. Yes.
And this makes it even more crazy. Because when it is rational, I can resolve you a task man. You know this is logic and this is it. But there is, you made an experience in this accident which hits exactly into that weak point of your lifelong anxiety. Something bad can, like in the bus, in the school bus, something bad can happen. And the worst thing here in this accident would be if it were a human being who was killed.
Yeah. And my thought was, I cannot live with this in my mind that it was a human being. And I killed him.
So now no more. You say, in case, just in case, that this would have been not a dog but a human being, morally, I could not live anymore. I couldn't support it. Why?
Because I don't do bad things. I never did.
You never did.
Consciously, at least.
Consciously, yeah. But you see that unconsciously it may happen.
Yes.
Maybe you did something. You don't know. This is also it turns you crazy sometimes when you go back and check it again.
No.
Yes. I do not want to do bad things. You are a very moral person,
Yes.
very honest person, very striving for the best. But you are confronted with the human possibility that, if not consciously, but unconsciously, it may happen. And here, in that case with the dog, it may happen not only unconsciously, but it may happen accidentally. So that it's not even my fault. I'm not guilty in that sense. I'm not responsible.
But no, I'm not guilty, but I'm responsible. I feel.
You feel responsible.
I understood. I'm not guilty. It was right. It was fast. But I feel responsible.
So, I interrupted you. We know now, phenomenologically, looking at what Nick is telling us, he describes his main intention. I want to lead a life and not become ill. Because, yeah, I want to live a life not doing harm to a child, to anybody, to any human being at least. And this is my main goal in life. But I experienced in life that this is maybe not possible. Because even when I draw all my attention to not making a mistake or where harming something, it may happen unconsciously or by accident, like the dog which crosses the street in a moment where it was impossible for me to escape, and I had to hit him because of the constellation of the circumstances. And this is a real possibility in life, and you are not ready to carry that, to support it. This is the difficult. So confirm that, continue. Yeah, so with all your deep desire, wish, intention to lead a perfect life, not become guilty, not feel harm, you see now that this is the experience which you had again with that dog, that it may happen nevertheless. That I killed a human being unintentionally, just by accidental circumstances, or not seeing, not knowing that I did. And you forcefully tried to prevent that, to escape.
Yes. I'm looking in all holes in my front.
This is the obsessive-compulsive part. This forceful trial to have 100% security, not to kill.
Since then I put 2 cameras on my car, one in the front, one in the back. I'm looking every night at movies, but I'm not sure, because the camera cannot look under my car. So
there is always a possibility.
Yeah.
This is so. This is reality.
Yeah.
But this may happen. This is reality. And but now why is it so difficult for you to take it if you accidentally or unconsciously do harm to somebody? It may be killing, but it may be also to your collaborator, to do some harm to anybody, to somebody, and you ignore it. Why is it so difficult for you? What happens? What is the problem? Because, this belongs to life.
Yes, but I never did something like that consciously. And nowadays, I'm thinking that if I hadn't driving license, it never happened. So I'm responsible.
That's true. You are responsible. With or without driver's license, whatever you do, consciously or unconsciously or accidentally, it sticks to you. About responsibility, we would have to talk a bit more, but it's not the focus. Focus is, I'm sure the possibility exists that I do harm by accident or unconscious. This is the fact.
Yeah.
And with all prevention, there is no 100% security that I can escape.
I can understand that. But
Do you see it that this is a reality?
yes,
This is a reality for every human being, or only for you.
no, for everyone.
This is a general.
Yes.
This is the way how life is.
Yes.
And this it confronts your proper attitude of strict and do absolutely no harm to anybody. Because if harm happens to somebody, and I am the cause of it unconsciously, or accidentally, but I'm the cause. This way.
Yes, I couldn't live.
You couldn't live.
It is.
Why couldn't you live? But you could continue to breathe, to eat.
And my mind was that after that I will go in jail and my two children will suffer. My wife will leave me. My life will be great.
My life would be ruined. I would be put into jail. And be it or not, but this would be the worst case. That if you do harm to someone, how would that be? To be alone in
Fright.
jail. Fright.
Yes, scary. Really. I cannot live alone.
Would happen if you were alone in jail.
A few years ago I had the idea that I'll crash down if nobody saved me if I'm alone. I couldn't stay alone in a house or somewhere. So after that I think it will come back, this idea that I cannot live alone. If something happens with me, who will save me?
This is the bus story of the child.
I think so.
Yeah, it's the same. It is triggered now by this dog, by this accident. And it became more acute than it was the last week. So we have to focus this. It can, by accident, you prevent it as much as you can, but by accident it can happen. You are landed, stranded in jail, left alone, nobody's there, and you know from yourself, I cannot stand, I cannot stand. What would happen if you were in jail, alone, year after year, week after week, day after day, hour for hour? What would happen?
I cannot imagine. It was
You cannot
really bad. I cannot imagine it so far.
But imagine, this is now again this training to look closely, to confront with reality, to find ground, because our life must be lived in this world, with this reality. If we do not connect with it, anxiety arises. So, let's say now you are sitting in the jail, here, 2 to 2 meters. 3 times a day, 15 minutes, you walk around in the court. Go back, get your food, go to the toilet, maybe a book, the Bible or whatever. What would you do if this would happen right now? Nobody is with you. You are alone.
I think I would die eventually.
How would that happen? Would that be an infarct,
Yes, something really
heart
hard.
attack? Yeah?
Because of the fear. I cannot live alone. I've told you.
You cannot live it. A heart attack, or would it be more something with your stomach?
No,
Bleeding in
I think my
your
heart
heart,
will,
or a brain?
no stroke, no. My heart will be failure or something.
The most probably would be that your heart will stop beating immediately after a couple of hours when you are alone.
Yeah.
Because it's simply too strong.
Yeah.
So after all, you know from yourself, from your body, from your life, death will come. Being alone is equal to die. I have the relational one. How would that be for you if you died such a way? Why would that be a problem for you?
I didn't finish anything for my children. I didn't fulfill my wishes. I have a lot of plans. Now it will be awful.
This will be awful. So dying now would mean I did not fulfill my life wishes. I didn't do enough for my children. They would overcome, I'm sure, but I would like to do more for them. And I would like to do more for myself, fulfilling wishes. Or is it like, in such a case, it would be like not having lived freely, not having lived enough. I would have to die before I really came to life. Before I really came to life.
I remember now that you asked that. I worked in Germany a few years ago, 8 years ago, and in one day, one of my colleagues was dead by a heart attack. I continued to work another 2 months, but I couldn't sleep, and my heart was really beating, yes. And in one night, I took my wife and I took the plane and went back in Romania, and I resigned by email.
It was a panic like you.
I couldn't support to stay there, and I came home without any support. I started from zero.
Do you understand now? So this experience in Germany triggered the same fear. A fear since childhood. And this is your fundamental motivation in your life, which is not fulfilled. This, did I really live? Your feeling tells you there's lacking too much. There's lacking too much that I could. Do you understand your anxiety? Do you understand now what is the nucleus of your anxiety? What is the real theme you are afraid of?
Yes.
What is it?
Death.
Can you repeat?
Death. The fear of death. Instantly. Death.
Behind that is something more.
To not live enough.
Your fear is like telling you, Nick, what in the hell are you doing with the time? You know, every moment an accident can happen. Or you like your colleague, a heart attack can happen. And you haven't lived yet. And you haven't done what you want to do for your children. So, Nick, the anxiety is telling you, please start living. There's still some time left, but you never know how much. And if you didn't do what you wish, you didn't do what you want to do for your family. No. It may happen that it will never be done. And you go from your life uncompleted, unfulfilled, your wishes and hearts, and goals and ideas and values, etc. So why don't you start today with that, what represents your life? What inhibits you to go to fulfill your wishes? Which devil is riding you not to do that for your children? No, today.
I tried. I cannot escape that thought if it's something in that hole.
This is something else to think about, to escape. Yeah, the thinking brings you back to the dark, which is the possibility. Do you understand why this thinking brings you back to that? Why you can't stop thinking?
I don't understand why. But it's awful.
It's awful. But you understand that if it were a human being, the danger is that you would possibly be alone. And being alone is like being dead. The problem of being dead is because when we are dead, we don't feel anything. Then it's over. It's the relief also. Death is a flame. But not when I'm hungry for life.
I'm trying, really. I'm trying to change this, yes.
What are you trying?
Last night I had in my mind that in small holes cannot sit babies. So I'll try to escape of these small holes and concentrate only the big ones. I really try.
Here, we encountered the phenomenon of personality disorder. Would it be only neurosis? He would see what we all see now. He would see what he really feels. But since it is based on this lifelong story, this is a personality trait, most possibly a disorder. And personality disorders have difficulties to keep what we elaborate. And it needs repeated work over years into the same story, in all smaller horizons, not so dangerous, to train him to see and understand and hold what we discover. Now we should start again, and we should come to other issues, and we have to do that, let's say, for 2 or 3 years, so that you can really keep it and do it. Your answer was honest. I don't think you played. I didn't have to.
I understand that we have to work for a long time, but you have to tell me the hour of our session, 2 hours early, and to have time to. So we have meeting at 5. You should tell me at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that you are in time.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Maybe he can arrange.
Okay.
Yeah, you are a good organizer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's enough. It's really enough for me.
How do you feel? Just to wind up, close the session.
I feel tired.
Tired.
I work a lot with you. You understand well. I have to explain you 2 or 3 times, so
I'm tired. Yeah. You work very hard. Do you feel anxious?
No.
No.
Till the car.
Till the car. Okay. Thank you, Nick. When you understand, you see what is needed in the life, the next life, what he should start to do, and how he could, and by what he can resolve his anxiety and his obsessive-compulsive behavior. For me, it became very evident, clear, obvious that he is missing his life. He's not living his real life. He's not doing what he really wants to do. And thinking at the death, then he becomes aware it would be terrible if I had to die because I didn't do what is the most important in my life. My wishes, what I care for, because I am working, occupied with many things and activities. But I didn't grasp my values, my life. And so this is fear of life. And since he is not able to resolve it on that level, he has continuously fear. And this fear, this is now a thinking, I don't know, but in my fantasy, my idea, it seems to be there is a high probability that this started with he was too much alone. He has fear of being alone. This is the childhood experience in dysfunctional family, with where he got the food, but not the emotional relationship, not the warmth. And he experienced very early that he is lacking a very central, basic experience of life. Being related. Only when I have good experiences of relationships, I can be alone. When I'm lacking good relationships since my childhood, then I always feel lost. I feel it unbearable. I'm going to die. As a child, he was close to die psychologically. Not physically, but psychologically. And this is still within him. This we didn't work on, so I cannot say it for sure, but it has some probability, and in other cases, it was that way with patients were worked with. So I would count with this. It may appear differently, a bit different, it may be different at all, but it has quite a probability that this incredible fear of being alone, because loneliness is like dying. It makes me die, and it made me almost die when I was 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. And then the anxiety was already there. And now this is added with, since I have not enough relational experience within me, I'm not enough relating to what really is of value of my wishes. I don't relate well enough with myself and with my wishes and with what is important for me. And so I'm not living on the line of my own life, of my personal life. I'm living quite a functional life, successful life, doing a lot, very active, 400 people underneath, so successful. But possibly I would like to go fishing or hiking, playing with the
that road? You go fishing on that road? In many holes, no.
Yeah. But you see that how it appears to me that if he doesn't, and I would help him to, I would not continue now with the anxiety and so, because I have a picture. I know, I see the psychopathogenesis. This biographical background, this actual misled life, deviated life, which needs a focus on what is important to him. And I would start to talk with him for weeks, months, about easy things, because I see that he cannot deal really, he cannot face really this deeper issue. But it became clear for me, I am now supporting his own ego. I am now on the side of his ego and try to accompany therapy means this accompaniment in a close relationship and go with you and say, did you have a nice weekend and why was it nice, and the children had joy with playing or with riding the bicycle, and I say, did you have joy, and did you do it, and do you have the feeling that they need it, and so on. One could think easy things of daily life to bring him closer, that he does for the children what he really wants to do. And what sports do you like, or what movies do you like, and so on. That he comes closer to what he really wishes to do. That he gets trained, he has to learn the alphabet of life, the letters before he can read. And so those steps in the personality disorder, this would last about half a year on this level. No deeper work or uncovering stories or confrontation he could deal with. And then we would come close, and at the end we would arrive at his childhood experiences, his family, and he would be able to find the feelings, the loneliness. He would start to cry. He would feel that terrible pain, which was combined with these years, seeing father and mother and not feeling the relationship, and so on. This is a bit fantasy, an idea, because it's not enough time to prove that really that way it would go. And the anxiety is warning him, watch your life, watch your step, and always can happen something. And you didn't live your life, and you have been so alone that if it happens that you are alone, you will die. There is a big pain combined with that. So this anxiety is a signal. It's helpful. Psychopathology is a sign which tells us, look there. There is a theme of your life which is still open. It is warning, trying to help us to develop, to overcome, to come to a fulfillment in life. So this is my reflection and comment about this. I'm curious, if you want to say something more, you are already tired and thinking about...
No, just a few words. I had the same idea about the patient, and I think it needs a lot of patience and to keep his arm, something like that. Not really much than that. And so see in Romanian.
accompaniment. Yeah. And, so, are there any comments or questions? Maybe Nick can answer the questions. Yeah.
It's not pretending this sentence. I haven't done for my children what I have wished to do. It's not pretending. It's not only I'm afraid to die because I didn't start to read. And all the others are construction, just pretending.
You think nothing really experienced, but just thoughts, pretensions.
No, the fear is about his own life never lived. And then the children,
It's
the
combined.
others.
I think it's combined.
Yeah. Because it belongs to his life that his children are here. And then
He missed.
he missed
Yes.
to you see the way of the procedure. If we close the anxiety turned on, needs contact with reality. And this needs a bit more offensive procedure from the side of the psychotherapist. Not only understanding, or empathy doesn't play a role or not an important role in anxiety. Perception, recognition, facts, confrontation. Reality is the basis and gives the structure. So we are by confronting, we find out the real nucleus. And here we had suddenly a very deep insight. First it was the loneliness, and then the whole childhood appeared in the back. So we started with the actual suffering. But even in the actual suffering, the whole is in it. And this showed up very clearly for me. And I'm very grateful for your presentation and for your clear and very